Hi. Well, today I get to introduce all of you, but wait a minute. I don't know that they need an introduction, right?
Sure.
Because I'm sure you all recognize this wonderful person sitting next to me, Mike Slupe, who is our Butler County Sheriff. So
Thank
welcome
you.
to the Butler Buzz, or welcome back, right?
Welcome back. Thanks for having me again.
Yeah. So, Mike, I have known you for a number of years because we both have, children. Our girls dance together.
Mm-hmm.
But I always was curious to know what got you into law enforcement. So can you, as a child, is this something that you always dreamed about doing?
Yep. Ask anybody in my neighborhood. It was something that it was just built in, I guess. It's really weird that sounds.
Yeah.
But it really took fruition when the Boy Scouts sent cards when in junior high. I checked fireman, EMT, policeman. I actually think I did forest fire ranger, but I never got to that.
Okay.
And as time went on, I went to explorer posts.
All right.
And it was a medical and firefighter explorer post, the state police explorer post. And it just kept me going. And in 1985, I applied at the 911 center.
All right.
And literally when the tornadoes came through in 85, Brad McGill was the director there. And I volunteered to go in to help.
Oh.
And it worked out really great. It was a great experience. And in 1986, I went to the police academy down in North Park, the Allegheny County Police Academy. And that was about 3 months, about 480 hours. Now it's like over 1,000.
Okay.
It's just crazy. But we did that, and I got a job right away in Evans City.
Yes.
And worked there for a couple of years, and worked with Dennis Rickard, actually, as a deputy sheriff, basically as a part-time, as needed type thing. And then in 1988, I was hired in Butler Township and spent a wonderful 20 years there.
Okay. So 20 years working for Butler Township. Prior to that, Evans City. Mm-hmm. And then in 2010, you decided to make another change. And
well, it was literally started in 2008, the 2008. Whole process.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, the process. And then 2009, we ran for this position of sheriff and had a primary and a general election to go through. And once the general was over, it was work to be done. And I tell you, I give Sheriff Rickard a lot of credit because right after the November election, I asked him if I could come in, and he was open-armed. So it was really great experience all around.
Right. Mm-hmm. And boy, has things changed, right?
Things have changed a lot, yeah.
Yeah. So tell us, what are some of your, what is your day-to-day responsibilities like? I mean, I'm sure it changes every day, but
it does. I get that all the time, and I could just tell you, come with me for a day, and you'll see what I do. Whether it's phone calls, people want to talk to you, emails, meetings, personnel things, purchasing, security, just goes on and on.
Right.
But overall, with the security of the courthouse, the government center, and the annex, our license to carry, our license to sell precious metals and gems, license to sell firearms, from our civil processes, our mortgage foreclosure processes. I know we can go on and on. Transport of prisoners to and from court, to and from facility, to and from another state. We just had 2 deputies come back from Wisconsin. We watch inmates in the hospital whenever they go up for a medical issue. We're a very busy agency for sure.
It definitely sounds that way. What is the staff like? How many people help support all of this?
So I have a total of 31. I have 26 full-time deputies and 5 part-time. Okay. And I have 3.5, the half is part-time, 3.5 clerical staff.
Okay. And I should have asked you this earlier, but are you from Butler?
My life.
Your whole life.
Yes.
So now you're serving Butler and continue to serve.
I love it. And, people say, oh, Butler, blah, blah, this. I would leave Butler for a million years, and you go anywhere you want, you're still going to have some issues.
Oh, absolutely. I grew up in Conneaut Lake, but I've lived in Butler for 17 years. And I know if I ever had a need like you, there's somebody right around the corner that would be willing to help me out. Exactly. So I think it's been a wonderful opportunity to raise my family here. Yep. So I'm very thankful too.
Absolutely.
So, when I was reading more about what you do or your department does, I also saw, that you help train the officers at the school, for example, right? Yes. Mm-hmm. And tell me a little bit about that.
Way back when Sandy Hook happened, the school police were just getting firearms, and I was a proponent of that. I thought they should have them. Okay. They were all retired state troopers. They know how to handle firearm. And we offered to take them through a training session, get them certified. And the superintendent was very thankful for that. And we got them all trained before they came back to school that next through the break.
Right, and continue to help out if needed.
Yeah, we do them every year. We qualify them every year. Mm-hmm.
Okay, wonderful. And I also saw recently that caught my eye, and I know it's all in our hearts right now, in our prayers, about what's going on in Ukraine.
Right.
And what did you guys do in order to kind of like help try to support that a little bit?
So as most people might have seen, I saw it on Facebook. There was a Williamsport FOP lodge that was gathering vests and helmets. I knew we had vests, but I didn't know we had almost, I think, 43 vests. And we made connection and we got them delivered. But again, and I've said this 100 times, if it weren't for the 3 Butler County commissioners saying, go, do it, this would never happen. But we thank them from the bottom of our hearts for allowing that to happen.
Right. Can you believe we're out of time?
No, let's keep going. He can edit.
Well, listen, will you please come back?
I'd love to do that.
We have so much more that we want to talk about, but from all of us at Armstrong, we want to thank you for your service to our community, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for watching this episode of the Butler Buzz. If you want to see more, just click on the playlist button up here. To keep up to date with all of Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, click on the subscribe button down here. Hey, I suggest you do both. See you next time.